Yeah, so the Knicks came back from down 10 despite Brunson and OG Anunoby getting hurt. Jalen Brunson was able to come back later, but he still doesn't look 100% with that foot injury. Mm-hmm. It seems like the workload would be getting to them at this point. Have you ever seen a team with this much heart? Sorry.
No, you're fine. I mean, it's almost impossible not to root for the Knicks, in my opinion, if you're neutral. Just the way they play, the Villanova piece is amazing. Brunson, at his size, doing what he's doing, which is why, now allow me to complain for a moment. I've never been more infuriated watching a broadcast than I was watching last night. Okay? I get that Reggie Miller came back to New York and we have to still just make a big deal about, I'm sorry, but one of the most historically overrated players of any era. Like, Reggie was a very good player who had some great moments. He also, Latrell Sprewell was there. He and Spree played the same position in the same era. Spree actually made a first or second team All-NBA. Reggie, his whole career, never did. And we're treating Reggie Miller like this golden god. Fine, so be it. You look up the numbers, it's like he was really good, and it was a clutch shooter and had some nice moments. He was also 18-3-3 for his career. So we can pump the brakes on a little of the hagiography on him, but set that aside. And I never pronounce that word properly. But whatever your plan on making this broadcast about Reggie and Spike and the Knicks in the Garden has to go out the window when Jalen Brunson goes out with a mysterious injury for a quarter and a half and no one knows anything. There was no updates. They made no effort, it seemed, to find the video of when the injury happened. They just kept showing us the video of when they thought the injury happened, but it didn't. He got hit in the groin on a play and then played another 4 or 5 plays, then asked out and then was gone. And we got nothing on it. Then later in the game, OG Anunoby is on a fast break, comes up lame, throws the ball up, falls out of bounds. They don't acknowledge that has happened for 2 possessions. The Knicks are playing 5-on-4. They haven't said anything. And then they immediately diagnose OG, oh, it's just cramps. He'll be fine. Nah, bro. He hurt his hamstring. OG might be done for the playoffs. I have no idea, but hamstrings are tricky. I have no inside information there, but it wasn't cramps. Like, what are we doing? Jalen Brunson then, after a foot injury that to this moment, we got no, like, oh, here's where it could have happened. All you have is time. Scour every piece of footage you have of Jalen. From the beginning of the game to the 3-minute mark of the first quarter when he went out, and see when he reacted to something with his foot. Like, what are we doing? So that was maddening. Maddening from a viewer perspective. Now, to Jalen. He would have had another 40. What did he end with? How many points did he end with? 32? It might have been 28, might be 32. I'll pull it up right now. Oh, okay, neither. 29. 29, but in 32 minutes. So he usually plays 45. He had 29 18 shots. Made every key 3. Those 3 Villanova guys, man. Hart is just an unbelievable winning player. Just a total winner. I'm going to make DeMonte laugh here. Because obviously the skill, the size, all this stuff is not on the par. But you know who Josh Hart reminds me of? Angus. Yes, exactly right. Like, I don't know how you do it, but Angus was a guy, a wonderful young man that DeMonte played high school basketball with. But Angus was not that tall, was not that, like, skilled, but just outworked everybody on every possession and was just a winner. You know, strong and tough, never complained, and a winner. And
he hasn't. He hasn't seen the bench since his Villanova days. Do you think that he's killing the whole load management debate?
Well, so here's the thing. I know that folks are like, wow, you know, Tibbs really putting load management to shame. Yes and no, because he also now has had 5 guys get hurt. So Randall is out and has been out. Bogdanovich got injured during the playoffs. Mitchell Robinson has a stress fracture. He's out. OG as a hamstring. We'll see on him. And Jalen Brunson's got a mysterious foot thing. So I don't know actually that he's killing the load management thing because his players are unfortunately dropping. But the Pacers complaining after the game, they sent to the league. Go ahead.
No, I just think if you're the Pacers and you're at this point in the postseason, I mean, they're not here often. I just think that you'd want to be able to say at the end of everything that you did everything in your power to advance, and like complaining to the refs when you're at this stage, when you're not here often, I just think is a waste of your time.
And also sending 79 plays that you think they got wrong in the first 2 games. Shut up. That's too many. And it's just 79. I mean, what are we doing?
Wanted to shoot 140. Good.
I mean, what are we talking about? Also, Carlisle doing the small market blues when OKC's undefeated. Minneapolis isn't exactly, you know, Los Angeles. They're undefeated. Denver is medium-sized market. They won the championship. Like, miss me with that. I think it's impossible to analyze this series moving forward until we know more about OG and Jalen's injuries. But I do not think it is impossible to say this. Jalen Brunson has been the best player in this postseason. With respect to Anthony Edwards, he has been the best player in this postseason with the heaviest load. And he is, to me, now a minted superstar. I'll give you, we can go back and forth on names, but I would rather have Jalen Brunson than Devin Booker. I would rather have Jalen Brunson than Donovan Mitchell. I would rather have Jalen Brunson right now than Jimmy Butler. I would rather have Jalen Brunson than Damian Lillard. I would. That is what this regular season and then postseason has done, in my opinion, for his standing. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.